Welcome to Madrid Pulse, your #1 source for every heartbeat at Real Madrid. From exclusive signings to behind-the-scenes player stories, we bring every detail of Los Blancos' journey straight to the fans. In today's coverage, we follow the emotional return of Alvaro Carreras to the Santiago Bernabeu, a story full of passion, patience, and the spirit of a dream fulfilled. Real Madrid have officially unveiled Alvaro Carreras as their newest signing, ending a long and highly anticipated transfer saga. The club made the announcement on Monday evening, confirming that Carreras will join from Benfica in a deal worth $50 million structured in installments. Manchester United, where Carreras continued his development after leaving Spain as a teenager, will also receive a portion of the fee due to a sell-on clause. Carreras was presented to the media at the Santiago Bernabeu on Tuesday afternoon, flanked by Real Madrid president Florentino Perez. As tradition demands, the president handed over the iconic white jersey to the new recruit in front of the cameras. Carreras, filled with emotion, proudly held up the shirt bearing the number 18, the same number last worn by Jesus Vallejo. Taking the stage to speak to the gathered press, Carreras opened his heart. "I wanted to thank the president for his words and Real Madrid for their trust. I left as a boy, and I'm returning as a man. It's an honor to wear the shirt of the best club in the world," he said, with tears almost forming in his eyes. "I didn't want to forget my family, without whom I wouldn't be here. Thank you very much, and Hala Madrid." This transfer is more than just a career step for the 22-year-old Spanish fullback. It's a homecoming. Carreras spent 3 formative years in the Real Madrid Youth Academy before moving abroad to join Manchester United. Now, after successful spells in England and Portugal, he returns to the club where his professional dream first began. "It means everything. Fulfilling a dream. Returning to what was once my home. I'm really looking forward to this new challenge," Carreras said. His words reflected the joy and pride he felt in once again wearing the white shirt, not just as a prospect, but as a first-team player. He also recalled the emotional moment when he told his family and friends about his return to Madrid. "All my friends support the best club in the world, of course, Real Madrid. They couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it until the very last moment. It was hard," he said. "When I told my mom, she got emotional, and that's normal. It makes me emotional too." The humility and sincerity in his voice made it clear that this move was not just business, it was deeply personal. Carreras has already had conversations with new Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso, who congratulated him on the move and spoke about his potential role in the team. The club now has 3 strong options at left-back, but Carreras remains calm and focused. "Yes, I've spoken to him and he congratulated me. As for the position, I'll play wherever I need to at the club of my dreams. I'll give everything for this shirt," Carreras said with determination. Known for his pace and attacking instincts, he's comfortable operating either as a traditional left-back or further forward as a wing-back. His versatility could prove vital for Alonso's tactical setups throughout the season. Carreras also expressed great respect for his fellow competitors for the left-sided role. "They are 2 great players. I've come to give the best I can and to work for the team, to continue winning trophies and make history. I'll have time to speak about what we can all do, but this is the happiest day of my life. That said, they're incredible players. It's true we're competing, but they're very good." His attitude exemplifies the Real Madrid spirit. Confidence without arrogance, humility without fear. Despite becoming the 2nd most expensive defender in Real Madrid's history after Dean Huijsen, Carreras remains grounded. "I don't get into numbers. Football is very focused on all that nowadays, but I'm calm within myself," he stated. Now officially part of the squad, Carreras will join pre-season preparations and integrate fully with his teammates under Alonso's leadership. His return brings not only depth to the squad, but also a symbolic message. Dreams that begin in Madrid can always find their way back home. For Carreras, wearing the white of Real Madrid isn't just a job, it's destiny. And for the Madrid faithful, seeing one of their own come full circle makes this signing feel even more special. Real Madrid have made significant strides in reshaping their defensive lineup this summer, having now secured a 3rd major signing to reinforce their backline. The most recent acquisition comes after lengthy negotiations with Benfica, who were initially reluctant to part ways with one of their top young talents. The Portuguese side had hoped to retain the services of the Spanish left-back, especially after including him in their FIFA Club World Cup squad, signaling his importance to the team. Despite that, interest from the Spanish giants remained persistent, and discussions eventually led to a breakthrough once both clubs were no longer involved in competitive commitments. The Spanish club had initially aimed to negotiate a deal that would fall short of the full release clause set by the Lisbon-based side, seeking to wrap things up for approximately $40 million. However, those efforts were met with firm resistance. Benfica's president Rui Costa and head coach Bruno Lage were unified in their stance throughout June, making it clear they had no intention of accepting anything less than the full $50 million valuation. They were determined to hold on to their player unless a suitor met the exact demands laid out in the contract. Ultimately, Real Madrid yielded to those demands, reaching a compromise that allows them to pay the full amount in structured installments rather than a lump sum. With this move now finalized, the focus within the Real Madrid camp shifts to the current options available at left-back. The arrival of fresh competition brings uncertainty for the existing duo in the position, Fran Garcia and Ferland Mendy. Both players have had moments to impress, but neither has fully secured the long-term confidence of the coaching staff. Garcia, in particular, was given the opportunity to showcase his abilities during the Club World Cup, featuring in all 6 of Real Madrid's fixtures. His performances were mixed. While there were glimpses of his quality and versatility, there were also stretches where his impact faded, and the defensive unit looked exposed. Garcia's situation is further complicated by growing interest from elsewhere in Europe. According to reports from Diario Sport, AC Milan are preparing a formal bid of around $20 million to secure his services. The Italian side is in the market for a replacement, as Theo Hernandez, another former Madrid player, is on the verge of completing a lucrative transfer to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. That creates a natural opening for a dynamic left-sided defender. And Garcia, with his recent international exposure and top-level experience at a club like Madrid, fits the profile the Rossoneri are seeking. While Garcia contemplates his future, Mendy finds himself at a crossroads as well. Injuries have plagued much of his time at the Bernabeu, and despite moments of solidity, the lack of consistency and fitness has left the club hesitant to rely on him as a long-term solution. With the squad now more crowded on the left flank, and with competition intensifying, a decision will have to be made about whether Mendy remains part of the project moving forward. Potential suitors for the Frenchman are believed to be monitoring his situation, though it remains to be seen whether any concrete bids will materialize in the coming weeks. What is clear, however, is that the reshaping of Real Madrid's backline is far from over. The club is looking to build a more durable and dynamic squad, capable of maintaining excellence over the long and demanding Spanish and European calendar. Strategic investments like the one just completed are a clear signal of intent from the board and coaching staff. As departures loom and more business is expected in the coming weeks, the current transfer window continues to define not only the direction of the squad, but also the futures of several key individuals within it. For now, all eyes are on how the left-back position will settle. With increased depth comes internal competition, and those already at the club will need to respond with strong performances should they wish to remain at the Santiago Bernabeu. The next few weeks could prove pivotal for both Garcia and Mendy, as offers are weighed, decisions are made, and Real Madrid continue preparing for another season with high expectations and ambitions on all fronts.